my dear ones, this is a timeless pick a card reading with the topic Love Development with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. Whenever you are guided to watch it, this reading will show up and draw your attention to it. And it will be a prediction for the month ahead. Sometimes it wants to show you what you have already been through to make you understand your situation better. And it is particularly aimed towards singles and their love life or non-existing love life, but can work wonders for other groups as well. And this reading is supported by Jane. So thank you so much, Jane, for your donation. If you want to support my channel in the same way as Jane, you can follow the donation link in the description box of this video. You have 4 different piles to choose your reading from. The first pile to the left is Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. This is the Cosmic Tarot, and this is the Gilded Tarot, and last but not least, the HAINDL Tarot. You can listen to all the readings and see what resonates, or you can choose one of the piles intuitively. Do not intellectualize this choice, and then go directly to your chosen pile with the guidance of the timestamps in the comment section and in the description box. There's usually also a song next to the timestamp in the description box. The song is like a mini tarot reading for you, and I will put it timestamp and then a link to your song there in the description box and in the comment section. Take note that the reading can be in the reverse for some of you. And if you need more informational help after you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love readings for the season that is up, or you can check out the pick a card and near personal readings on the first page of my channel. Click the headline of each playlist to see all the videos that the playlist contains. And I will give you a moment to choose your deck here. So I hope you were able to make your choice. So I'm going to move on to pile number 1. So this is the reading for pile number 1, and we have this falcon eye here. That's for your reading. Put it there, and these are your oracle cards. And I will start reading them. So the first card is Peace. Calm your thoughts and move your awareness to a peaceful space inside your heart. Feel the ebb and flow of love, the eternal movement of the stars. Your life is forever unfolding to greater spheres of love. Relax and do not worry about anything, for all is well. You will soon enter a time of well-earned peace and tranquility. And here we have Inner Child. Nurture your inner child and begin to express the awesome beauty you hold within you. We live in a world where a formula exists for everything, yet love and creativity have no formula. They do not need to be studied, simply nurtured. Regularly set aside some time to just play and be with your inner child. So that's the little bit guidance for this reading, and I will read these other 2 later. So we'll start with a situation here in your love life, central issue, and it's the Strength card. So it shows that even if you feel that it's unfair, it's time for you to be the bigger person. It's time for you to take leadership, to show the way, and to be like a grown-up in the situation. So if the people around you are not acting like grown-ups, then you do. Of course, always keep the balance between you and the other person. Don't let them overstep your boundaries or abuse or use you. But if you are in a tricky situation, it might be that you actually need to show a better way to handle things when other people are not handling their things particularly well. It's also about kind of taming your ego. Love is not about winning. It's not who wins when it comes to love, who comes out on top. It's about giving love and being warm and generous. But this card also have a warning, and it's to not throw your heart into the mix in a relationship where you can't really truly trust the other person. Love them, show compassion towards them, be warm and generous, but don't hang your whole life upon this person. Don't let them be the reason if you are happy or not. You are dictating if you are happy. You are taking care of you. This is about becoming your own hero, being your own grown-up, and being able to not identify too closely with your ego. So it doesn't matter if someone kind of humiliates you. It's saying more about them than what it says about you. It's more crucial how you are dealing with the situation and how you are taking care of you. That will give you the sense of security, the sense of self, not avoiding humiliation or avoiding losing against other people. Okay, so this is your past here when it comes to love, and we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So I can see that there's a negative spiral that has been occurring and reoccurring in your life, a pattern, the same kind of pattern. And the funny thing is, the pattern is usually your unique pattern. Your best friend doesn't have the same pattern. Your partner doesn't have the same pattern, but you have this pattern. And it can be to the brink of ridiculous when we see the same stupid situation repeating in our lives. And it's not your fault that it's like this. It usually comes from a trauma. Something has happened to you that traumatized you, and you are revisiting this same trauma as you are the child that's playing. Let's say that you're a child that has been in a car accident. So you're playing with your toy cars and making them crash together until you feel like, oh, I'm on top of this situation. It doesn't feel that bad anymore. And I'm thinking this is tied also to the Strength card here, that the more you can let this situation kind of repeat without triggering you or making you upset and dramatic and just being, okay, so this old crap, I'm abandoned again. Or now I'm feeling like I want to run away again. Fun, fun. Maybe that's your song. Fun, fun. I don't know the name of the song. I just know that they sing run, run and fun, fun. So it might be that you or someone that you have dealt with have been dealing with depression, and that in the childhood we lost kind of the ability to have fun, to be to appreciate life and to feel that it's fun. Maybe it has become too much responsibilities, or too much crap has happened, repeated itself over and over and over again. But this is actually good news if you are a little bit depressed, or the person you're dealing with is a little bit depressed. It's about spiritual growth. When you start to become depressed, it's like you're poking on this wound. And as Rumi said, the wound is the place where light enters you. So this is how you are going to be enlightened, by seeking out your wound and heal it. So if you have the pattern, for example, I took the example of being abandoned, and it's a rather common projection that we have on our lives, common trauma. We have been abandoned. And you meet people again and again and again that abandons you. The clue here is to be calm, centered, non-dramatic, and kind of say, okay, bye-bye to the person that's abandoning you yet again. And if you still love them, you love them. You don't have to be angry. You don't have to be resentful. It's up to them if they want to be with you or not. But what you're doing here is to take really good care of you and not making it about you, this with being abandoned. So what if you weren't their type? So what if they didn't choose you? It says nothing about you. It says more about them, because the choice to be with someone comes from within. It comes from the sense you don't even know where it comes from. It's like you feel good in the relationship. You feel you don't get scared, you don't want to run away, then you want to stay with this person. But it's something you can't control. It's so deeply personal for this other person. So it's not about winning or losing. It's about letting everyone find their right way home into the light. So what to do here if you are being abandoned for the 20th time, or maybe it is 2,000 times. It's to stay calm, stay loving towards yourself. Let the other person go. Say, I accept that this person has abandoned me. I accept that I'm alone. I accept that I now need to take care of myself. And I don't mind whatever happens, because this makes you the big person here, and the problem becomes small. It's something that comes, an experience that comes in and goes out of your life. It says nothing about you. It's like a television program that you're watching, and the more calm you can be being non-reactive in this television show, the more happy you will be able to become, and the more you will heal. And that will heal the old pattern, and you don't have to revisit the same television show as many times more as you would have if you hadn't healed it. But there's a certain momentum here. So we usually revisit the same pattern, even if we have become this cool person that are kind of zen and okay with whatever happens. We can still get the same thing happening. But when you are non-reactive to that situation and kind of say no to it, no, I have seen this before, this is not what I want, thank you, but no thank you. This momentum will start to change. It's like a big ship that you're shifting the course of direction, and it will give you a more happy outcome, and you don't have to revisit this old trauma and karma again and again. Usually the trauma and the karma, it's not something you have done wrong. It's something that you kind of failed to do. Either you failed to show love to yourself, to another person. You failed to say no. You failed to not create, you can create soul contracts for yourself by saying, I will never be with that person again. Then karma will have to see to that you will be with this person a lot of times until you don't have that kind of hurt inside of you anymore. So don't say never. Say okay, so this was fun for now, but I'm putting you aside, and now I'm focused on this in my life instead. So that's better than to say this, I will never, and create karma for you. And again, you didn't do anything wrong. It's just the laws of the universe that's working kind of mindlessly and can strike in rather ugly ways. Sometimes we can feel when we are in the mess, because what's the use of being abandoned 10,000 times? It hurts and it's not fun. But what it gives you, it gives you the ability to be abandoned and not make it about you, still in loving yourself, maybe still loving the other person, being compassionate, and therefore also having much better possibilities of being happy than acting like a person that needs things in a certain kind of way to be able to love and to feel happiness. If everything needs to be arranged in a certain kind of way for you to be happy, and people are not allowed to do certain things because then you will break down, that is a recipe for distress and unhappiness. So this is teaching you to be okay with whatever happens and be more resilient, and becoming the bigger person, becoming enlightened almost. Or actually, it's not hard to become enlightened. It just means be aware, be awake, don't fall asleep. See what's happening, look at it from above perspective. That's you being enlightened. The light is within you, the soul is awakened within you, and this is a card for the soul taking in the body. So this is what work needs to be mustered up in this future to elevate your love situation. And we have the beautiful High Priestess here. She's a little bit more hardcore than the Strength card. The Strength card is a little bit more like you are trying to tame yourself and take really good care of yourself, and also not being kind of selfish towards others, or start with these egocentric mind games. I will take revenge, I will do this, I will do that. You can have those feelings. Don't just act upon them, and try to send light to the situation. We can use the Ho'oponopono prayer. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So to heal any situation we have with someone that we feel like we can't forgive. And here we have the High Priestess. So it's kind of the same vibration here, but it's another tone to this vibration. And it's about self-respect, being high value, only letting in the people in your life that's worthy. So it means that don't try to take on a shoe that doesn't fit. Okay, either it fits or it doesn't fit. Don't try to make it fit. So if you're in a relationship, for example, and it's horrible, don't try to make that relationship fit to your life. Say, okay, so this is horrible. We are both hurting. I love you so much, but it's better that we step away from this, because it's not dignified to behave like this towards one another or to hurt each other like this. Or if you have a person they just can't say that they're sorry. They are doing stupid things to you and they can't say that they're sorry. You have said that you're sorry a million times and fixed the situation a million times, and they never did that. So you're kind of out of their league, and you need to realize that, and only let in the people in. Behind this veil is your paradise. So only let people into there, to your heart. Show this deep vulnerability instead of just being warm and generous. Sometimes we open our heart to someone and we become a little bit childish at these times. It's something that we will grow up out of eventually. But when we give our heart to someone, we show our innermost fears, and we open up so that they can also help healing us. And that is something you can't do with just whomever. They can still heal you by, for example, abandon you 10,000 times. Then you will be healed, because it's not going to trigger you anymore. But the person that you let behind this veil is very few people. Okay, so don't wear your heart on your sleeve. Someone said, carry it on your cheek instead. You can have a little heart painted there. Okay, so this is what the divine or destiny brings, which you cannot control. And it's the Hermit. So you might have felt like you're always left alone. You're always walking alone, being alone. You're always being called out from social situations because they don't work. Maybe they break down or fail, and you're alone again. So this is how the divine wants you, because when the divine calls upon you, you need to be alone and to be able to go within, to be able to hear them. If you have fun with, this is the song again, if you have a lot of fun with a lot of people, and you just on your adrenaline, you are just being on that trip, and you're speaking, talking, laughing, drinking, everything is like life is on top, you won't have time to discuss things with the divine, or you won't have time to find your inner self. You will be fully preoccupied with socializing and kind of being very happy. So, and the divine doesn't want you to be happy. Obviously, no, I'm joking. But no, the divine wants you to be able to go within, because these situations, there's usually very, very fun, but then there's a bitter aftertaste. For example, when you get abandoned by the people that they were so fun to hang around with. And in those times, it's time for you to go within, to put, this is the span of your attention, and you put it within, and you're going within, and you're being inside of you, and you're being aware, you're being awake, you're being enlightened. So when you're interacting with other people, also though you're a little bit isolated, don't go fully into that situation. So you are like Odin, having one eye in the wisdom well in this, your body that's vibrating with emotions. You can see the wisdom well, her clothes is made of water. And this is ice, but it's because you feel hurt and abandoned and lonely, or that other people don't get you, or that you are so different from other people so they can never understand you. But when you go inside, and when you're interacting with other people but still having this eye inside of yourself, still feeling okay, so this person asked me if I want to eat dinner. So you don't just answer politely, yes, of course. You think inside, do you feel, am I hungry? Yes, I'm hungry. And you say, yes, I'm really hungry. And they say, okay, so where do you want to eat? And you don't immediately just say, well, wherever you want to eat. You feel inside, yes, it's okay. I don't mind. It doesn't mind. I don't mind. So whatever you want to eat, but always anchor everything inside of you and take your time to respond. You don't have to respond like this. You can feel within what's the right response, and it's even more crucial if you are in conflict with someone. It's very hard to be in conflict with a person like this that reflects and that doesn't become triggered, because you have the strength here also. 8, 9, 10. Only major arcana cards so far. So if you don't get triggered, if you are like, okay, so I see you are hurting and you're very angry with me right now. I'm kind of curious, because this was what you felt inside. Why are they so angry with me? So I want to know why you're angry. And they're shouting, maybe they spit in your face even because of this shouting. And you really try to listen to the core of what they are saying. And after they have shouted for a while, you might feel, okay, this was probably what they said. And you say, okay, have I understood you correctly when I'm saying that you feel like I'm not understanding your way of being, and that you feel kind of misunderstood in this relationship? And they say, hell no, this is not what I'm speaking. And they're screaming a little bit more, and you're trying to understand a little bit better what they are saying. Okay, so have I understood you correctly if I say that you feel like I don't love you enough? And they might be quiet and say, yes, I don't feel like you love me enough. It's like I need to be in a certain kind of way for you to love me. Okay, and then you take a pause and you feel within, what do I feel about this? That they don't feel loved enough when they are with me, because maybe I criticize them a little bit. Maybe I want them to live up to the better standard that they can live up to, be the best they can be. Okay, so you say, okay, I'm sorry if I have put too high demands on you. And the reason might be that I feel loved when you are acting in a certain kind of way that I am perceiving as love. And you do this back and forth. Hopefully the other person will listen to you as well and give feedback to, okay, so this is what you said now. Because usually we are so much in the other person's throat that we don't even hear what they have to say, and we don't understand them. We're just waiting for the opportunity when we will be able to speak and put them down, give them what they ask for. Okay. More major arcana cards. So how divine interference and this topic has affected you. So it's kind of, look what you made me do. And we have the Hierophant here. So you have obviously learned so much from these relationships, and you have become so calm, so cool, so aware that you can now really teach others and spread this, what you have learned, not being sucked in this spiral again and again, but actually spread the news as rings on water. So by being this cool person, this tranquil person in your relationship, not being upset, not being triggered, because if the person is saying you are so ugly, and you love yourself, your soul has taken in your body, you know that you are worthy of love, you make mistakes, we are dropped here into darkness and with no clues really for how to move forward. And if we do mistakes, it's kind of rigged that way, so we are probably supposed to do a lot of mistakes. So when you do mistakes, you're fine, you want to learn, you always want to do better, but you're not triggered by someone saying that there's something wrong with you. And if they perceive you as ugly, well, you were born that way, so it was probably the way you were supposed to learn life. Maybe you have been the same in the previous lifetime where you told other people, or you can deal with people that looked in ways that was not pleasant for the eye. So you're just like, oh, it says nothing about my soul. It says some about my spiritual path and what I'm supposed to learn, but it says nothing about me, the core of me, who I am, the person that watches out from your eyes, the person that reflects upon what the other person said. That's you. You are not your face, you're not your you're not even always your actions. Sometimes it's just projections from you're seeing something, you're seeing this old pattern, it's repeating, and you're acting like you were with that person, maybe your daddy or your mother, 10, 15, 20, 30, 60 years ago, and you're projecting upon this person. So not even your action is always you. Sometimes it's just a recording. So when you are cool like this, you don't have to be agitated. You can become a very good teacher because you're not sucked into the drama, because you have no wounds. A person that's without wounds, they can't be hurt because there's nothing to be triggered, there's nothing to be hurt, there's no wound. So I'm feeling this is what happened to you, so you can become a real great teacher. We have both the High Priestess and the Hierophant, the Hermit and the Strength, so it shows your spiritual journey, and it might show that there's a soulmate outside of you now that can take this lesson further. If you have had abandonment issues, you're probably not going to have to work with this anymore. You're actually going to be able to work with someone that will be able to understand you, and where you can come to greater heights by actually going into these deep discussions, communicate, clearing things out, really trying to help each other. Instead of being like worrying siblings, you can be like two grown up, two elevated people that's really trying to find their way through here. The sadhana, your spiritual path to love. Okay. And this is the combination of this past and this with the karma and what you have learned and what you will teach others. And we have death here, so it's also about letting go, being able to not have things your way, and being able to move on anyway. So for example, if you are the bigger person, you tell someone I love you, they say, well, I don't love you back. Here you are able to say, okay, so that's fine, it's okay, because you have no ego anymore. You have transformed, and you're ready to take on whatever thing is going to happen in the future, and be able to transform also that. So you will know when you're not welcomed, and when a person isn't ready for your teaching, because they will be, agitating and jumping up and down like this, and hateful, and try to hurt you, and all these kind of things. I'm feeling like forgiveness here. I'm feeling like the smooth hand of love and death, just saying, okay, so it's fine. You don't have to work on this right now. You don't have to. I'm not going to kind of arouse you or awake you or shake you into enlightenment. If you want, I'm here, and if you can't, I'm moving forward without you. So this is kind of the attitude you need to have to things, to be able to let them go. You can't teach everyone. No one can understand. No one can always be understood, or people can't always understand you. So sometimes we just need to let things go and see if they might come back at another time. But I'm also feeling that there's a big split as of now. So the people that might not get on this train with you, they might actually be left on the station and have to take another train. So it's kind of dramatic, but in the same time, it's a letting go, it's a forgiveness, it's okay. So this is what is. We can't do anything about it because it's what is. We did this best we could, and this is what we ended up with. And I've learned a lot of things, but I couldn't help you. So it can be like that. Okay. And this is a combination of this, the divine and your work. So it's usually your mission. And we have the Tower here. So it's kind of the final blow to your ego. Maybe to be able to do the things that you always said, I will never do that. I will never speak to that person again, or I won't ever show love to anyone again, or I will never be in a relationship again, or whatever you said, it's going to have to go now. It's kind of your ultimate test to do the thing. It's usually your survival skill. We see death here. So your survival skill when people hurt you so much and they kind of abandoned you, or they told you that you were not good enough, you were not worthy of love because you acted so stupidly or whatever it was. Your survival skill then was probably to shunt them out or to distance yourself, or it might have been to try to control them, to make them love you, and constantly sending text and showing up at their door and, you know, doing this thing over and over again. Whatever your survival mechanism was, it's going to have to go. It's not going to be here anymore, and it's your final healing, and it was really going to shift your ship from the old projection to the new truth. So you're actually becoming enlightened, but it's a little bit harsh. So it might be that you get guided to do something that's actually going to blow up in your face, and you're going to have to deal with that, and you're going to survive it, and you're going to rather immediately, I guess, feel good about it because it happened. It was the worst thing that could happen, and it didn't really, you know, it was like bing, like a mosquito in the night, nothing worse than that. And that will show that you have really healed, that you are not sucked into the drama anymore, and the other people can't define who you are and what you are worth, okay? And speaking of other people, so this is what other people bring to this love equation. And we have the Emperor. So we can see it's a very masculine side here on the left side today. We have Death, which is 13, 1 plus 3, 4. And we have the Hierophant, which is the Divine Masculine. But of course, it can be on this side too, because it's in the middle. But I'm feeling like some of you will have to let your Divine Masculine go. And it doesn't mean that it's a male person. It means that there's a person that's so stubborn that they refuse to change. Okay, leave them at the station. Okay. But this is the Emperor, and he comes in the upright position. So it also shows what you have obtained till now. You're being able to know your worth in your own eyes. And you don't feel like a sinful person anymore, like a person that's full of crap, full of mistakes. You're always doing the wrong thing. You're not worthy of love. It's even like you're not worthy to live. All that is gone. Okay, so you're here in your full power. You're here in your full awareness, and you're very strong. It's almost like you're a soldier on the battlefield, ready for whatever life would bring, but you're not angry, you're not hurt, you're not hateful, you're just kind of very cool, okay? And this is the outcome together with other people. Here comes the first minor arcana card, and I swear I just choose this card intuitively, and this is how great you are, okay? And the 8 of Cups, it shows again that you might need to let maybe a soulmate, a twin flame, or another person go because they were not able to catch up with you at this station, or they are not able to hear your teachings. Or it might be that you don't need their teaching anymore because their teaching might be this of the old herding game, and other people might need it, but it seems like you have graduated from that. Okay. So it might be sad news that you will have to let an old soulmate go, or a twin flame, or someone that's your karmic partner. It's not forever, but it's like there's a new earth and there's an old earth, and they might be, you know, staying on the old earth where there still will be this conflict and drama and ego battles, and you will move on to a new dimensional way of being on earth that will probably be very much more exhilarating and happy. So it might be a necessary sacrifice for you to be able to move on until new realms here. And we have the Oracle card, Life Loves Me. Life loves us all. Look at yourself in a mirror, breathe in and say, life loves me. As you breathe out, smile, repeat 10 times. I don't even know if you need this anymore, but it might be a final boost to actually realize that this is how far you have come. You do not longer have aggressions towards yourself. You do love yourself. You have healed. And the law of attraction adds power to both problems and solutions. It might be that you also have a choice here to stay on the station waiting for this person missing your train, or going on this train. The realization that something is not as you want it to be is an important first step, and it's very crucial with this. She knows when this is something she doesn't want, and she will say no to it. But once you have identified that, the faster you're able to turn your attention into the direction of a solution, the better, because a continuing exploration of the problem will prevent you from finding the solution. The problem is a different vibrational frequency from the solution, and all thoughts or vibration are affected by or managed by the law of attraction. So this means make the problem really small. If someone can't join you, leave them behind for now. Maybe they will catch up with you, maybe not. Aim towards what's making you feel good, what's making you happy, what's making you exhilarated. Don't focus on the things you can't get. Focus on the things you can get, and put more effort into getting it. You know, release yourself from all the attachments or behaviors or being shy or being awkward, or, you know, protecting yourself, not putting yourself out there, because the hermit can be a little bit of a symptoms also on you, kind of not, you're hiding a little bit from the world. So let go of the old thing which felt safe but you could never have, and aim your future towards the new thing, the new exhilarating things, a breakthrough of some sort that will give you what it is that you want to have. So we can also be a little bit addicted to problems. So when we find a troublesome mate, that is the person we fall in love with. But that's okay when you have this that you need to sort out. But I'm thinking you are done with that spiral. There's always going to be a new one. So you're going to have different problems with a different type of person that you're now attracting. But it's going to be on a higher level. We're spiraling like this. Sometimes we are stuck on the same route, but then we have a breakthrough like you have had here, and we come to a new level. So you will play a total different ball game where you're not scared of getting humiliated and so on anymore. So you'll be able to date a new person, because you will, if you see a good looking person on the street, you will look them in the eye, you will flirt with them, because you have no ego anymore. So what's there to lose? And if you have a fallout with someone that you still love, you will go and say to them, well, I still love you. So what can still happen between us? Can we talk? Can we fix this? So because you are not scared of getting humiliated anymore. You care as much as you did before about other people and your dreams, but you're not scared of failing. You're not scared of giving it up. Okay. So my dear number ones, I hope this helped. And I want you to take really good care. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my content and want to see more videos like this on how to heal yourself and make yourself ready for that true romantic partner of yours, or if you just want to work on your spiritual growth, remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification to get a heads up when a new video is ready and waiting for you. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I'm truly grateful for my wonderful, loving, and supporting viewers. So until next time, stay truly blessed, and bye-bye. Sorry for that, I forgot to hit the pause button, but welcome to pile number 2. And this is the jade stone that was for your reading. Okay, so the first card here, no, sorry, I will actually read this oracle cards first. This is your oracles. So we have first expression. Express how you feel clearly, lovingly and honestly without fear of judgment. Say it exactly like it is. All will be resolved when you express to others how you truly feel. Trust in the power of life to guide you and heal all concerned. Self-expression is liberating and healing. And self-criticism, sorry for the light. We, your angels, ask you to please be more compassionate towards yourself. Observe the times when you are critical, when you have critical thoughts about you, and make an effort to replace these negative thoughts with positive, loving ones. You're a wondrous being of light, even if at times you think you are less than perfect. Remember that God and divine perfection exist in all things, also in you. You're perfect. Okay, so... and this is the situation here in your love life. And we have the World card. So it seems like there's new beginnings and endings happening in your love life as of now. Big cycles have come to an end. You are coming home. The old pain, the old fear isn't triggering you anymore. The snake has no more venom. It can't hurt you. So you have truly come home, okay? So you're becoming more and more yourself at this point, and you have reached a certain level of enlightenment. So, and this is your past, and we have a 6 of Cups in the reversed. So you probably wanted to reconcile with a past lover, or it might be that a past lover wanted to reconcile with you, or maybe some people in general wanted to reconcile with you. Sometimes when it's spirits around, my camera is doing like this. I'm trying to fix it with better lighting, but we'll do like this. Okay. So, I think there was a complication with forgiveness. A person wasn't able to forgive, and you might need to leave that person behind. They weren't able to change. They weren't able to heal. They weren't able to move past their childhood trauma, karma. They weren't able to evolve and to join you. So that's what I'm seeing there. And this is your work. What work needs to be mustered up in the future to elevate this situation? And we have the Queen of Wands. This also came an extra card, and it was the Ace of Swords, and it's in reversed. So your mission is now you. The old mission is to, you need to give up the old mission for now. You are the person that counts right now. It's like, I'm seeing like a pathway forward for you, like a fire pathway. It's almost like a tunnel which you need to go through. So this needs to be thrown into the past so that you can release yourself to kind of boomerang you. I'm saying boomerang because that was the word that came true. Boomerang you through this light. So the boomerang might indicate that if you go through the light, that might be the fulfillment of your mission, and that in some way this situation might be recycled and healed in another miraculous way. So you don't have to stay in this situation or be in this situation to truly heal it. Okay, you can go forward now on your own, being the Queen of Wands, kind of hardcore, and you know, no one messes with this girl or boy. It doesn't matter what gender you are, but the Queen of Wands is she's loving, warm, generous, but she's full of self-respect. You can see immediately when someone is not acting in their soul way, but actually acting from an egocentric kind of way, and she won't have that. So it seems like you're taking your own pathway here. I'm thinking the fire pathway I saw is this wand that you're holding here in your hand. So you're going through something kind of special, and this is what the divine or destiny brings, which you cannot really control. And we have the love in the reverse. So it's lovers is number 6. This is the 6 of cups. So I'm thinking you have a very deep connection with someone, but it's not possible to be manifested at this time due to some kind of vibrational, it's like you're vibrating on one level and them on another constantly. You're out of whack, and it's not because something you have done, but it's because your course of development is going on different speeds. And it might be because you have put a lot of work into your spiritual growth, so you're kind of outgrowing this person or this entity or this group of people, because it might be a certain kind of soul group. So this is how the divine interfering and topic has affected you. And we have a 6 of swords, so it's another 6. So you're on top of things. This is 6 of swords, so it's when you're handling love with also a hint of logic. So you're being logic and doing what's best for both people or everyone in this equation. So you're being on top of your game. You're honoring the love that you feel, but you don't need things to be in a certain way or else I will die. No, it's not like that. You accept that things are in certain ways and that you can't change other people. So you kind of dance with what you have and own your own life, your own path forward. The 6 of Swords is very much about moving forward, moving from troublesome situations to more tranquil and harmonious one, where you can stand like this and not be falling out of whack. So I'm thinking there has been situation in the past that has caused a lot of drama and made you feel a lot of sadness and sorrow and fell out of balance. You fell out of balance a lot. But now, when you kind of shows yourself like this with the wand, we can see it also here, you shows the part of healing. It doesn't mean that you are selfish with leaving these people behind. It's you shows the truth. The Ace of Swords, you saw through your feelings and what you wanted to happen in your dreams, and you saw what was. And what was might have been a little bit ugly and out of whack, but it felt like your mission. It was definitely your mission, like a situation you were truly supposed to be in. But now it's not like that anymore. You have advanced. You have taken yourself further along on this journey, and so you're moving fast. Here is what I'm feeling. You're moving fast, and it might be a little bit of a lonely road at times. So this is a combination of this unforgiveness and you moving on. And we have the Emperor here. So I'm feeling actually you becoming the Emperor, being able to take charge of your life, taking charge over your kingdom, your land, your body, your life. You are able to see what's supposed to be there and what cannot be there. So let's say that you are a king in a certain kingdom and there's another kingdom there. You want to have peace with them, but they are constantly attacking your borders. So then the truth is that you have a situation, you want to make it harmonious, but your friend is constantly attacking your borders. The logic thing in this situation is to defend yourself and to put up, rules, and to say no. And this is what you need to do, even though it kind of sacrifices this what you wanted. Probably you wanted to have the harmonious situation, but life isn't allowing you this, your neighbor isn't giving you this, and then you need to be very strong. Okay, so it's a little bit my way or the highway over this reading. So this is the combination of the divine interference or destiny's interference and your work. So it's your mission. And we have the Princess of Wands in the reversed. So I'm feeling that you so much long for being friend with this neighbor. It might be your partner, your sister, your mother, your father, your brother, your co-workers, your best friends, or that person there that actually is your neighbor. And it's a no-go, okay? You can't speak to them, you can't reach out to them, or you do, but they can't understand you. It's like you can't come true. You cannot come true with your message here because they don't hear you. It's almost like they are fighting an enemy that's not you, but it's being put, it's like the enemy's face is being put on your face. So this person has decided that you are the one to blame. You are the one that's wrong. You are the one that's, they need to aim their aggression towards. This is nothing you can do about this. You can only handle the outburst or the outcome from this situation or whatever this person will throw at you or refuse to throw at you, because it seems like they love you, but they refuse this love that they have for you. And this is what other people bring, and it's the devil, and it's in reverse, so that's super good news. So they are really the devil, this neighbor. It doesn't mean that they're actually the devil, but they are really trapped in their fears, in their shadows, in the projections, in their past, okay? And they're projecting this onto you. But the devil is in the reversed, and we have the world card here. So it means this is not your dance anymore. This is not your mission. This is not where you have to aim your spiritual energy and heal this situation. No, you don't have to anymore. It's like this person has made their own bed and they will have to lie in it. And you are able to move on to a bed that you made that's probably very much more cozy. And we can see here, this is 6, this is 15, 1 plus 5, 6, 6. So love for this other person or these people that you're dealing with is very complicated. They are very hurt. They are very traumatized. They have learned love in a very ugly way. And for a very long time, this was probably your mission. It was something that you were very exhilarated about healing. But now it would just be ugly. If you tried to fix it again, it would just be ugly. So this person might need to live in their own nightmare for a while, for the future, and deal with people on their own vibration to butt heads like this. And we'll see. This is outcome together with other people, and we have also the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So it clearly says that this person that you might be hooked up on, or you want them in your life still, probably somewhere deep. I don't see it really, but since the divine is really trying to persuade you here to give up, and it's the masculine energy of fire and air here. So this is not where your powers are needed. You can't save this person right now. They need to be on this level and butt head on this level, and you need to give up this situation for now. It might still mean that in the future this person will catch up with you or come to you at such a level that where you can interfere again. But right now it's like a big closure. It's like a big letting go and winning yourself. That is what's important. Wherever your nose points, go in that direction. Whatever you want to do, try to forego a little bit. I think you have a certain value system that you're working with, and that's fine. But when the value system is aimed towards people that only wishes you trouble, then it's almost like a please love me attitude, and that is not who you are anymore. So you don't need that vibration to try to make people that don't love you to love you. They love you, but they can't show it because love for them is very ugly. Okay. So what you're opening up is to a new way of loving. I'm open and receptive to love. And we have life is always trying to love you, but you need to be open to see it. Complete this sentence. I could make it easier for life to love me by. So there's something you're doing towards yourself. I'm thinking it has to do with these values and morals, where you're failing yourself and giving things to others which they frankly don't deserve. And it's easier for life to love you also if you put yourself out there a little bit, because we have a lot of communication cards in reversed. So you might save yourself for this old relationship which has kept you captivated, but you actually need to aim your energy into the future. There's a new situation for you. But if you stay here and just dwell on what has been closed, you will not be able to experience it. I am the tractor of my every experience. And we have, you are meant to live an expansive, exhilarating, good-feeling experience. It was your plan when you made the decision to become focused. All this is focus cards, and they are in reverse. Focused in your physical body in this time-space reality. You were born knowing that you are a powerful being, that you are good, that you are the creator of your experience, and that the law of attraction, the essence of that which is like unto itself is drawn, is the basis of the universe. We have the universe here with the world card, and you knew it would serve you well, and so it has. This whole reading seems to be that there's people there that should love you that don't love you. And you want them so much to love you that you've forgotten how strong you are by yourself and your creative powers. So leave them be in the past and focus your creative powers into the future, because you are vibrating on a new level. You are deserving a new kind of love. Okay, so that's what's going to happen for you. I hope this helped. I will pause for a minute and feel into your song, because it didn't come one. Apparently it did come one, but I kind of missed out on it. So I will see when I close down the video, it will come to me. And I will put it in the description box in a link next to the timestamp. So it will be like a mini reading for you, this song. And then I will move on to pile number 3. So I want to thank you for watching, and I hope this was helpful. And if you like my content and want to see more videos like this on how to heal yourself and make yourself ready for that true romantic partner of yours, or if you just want to work on spiritual growth, remember to subscribe and hit that bell notification to get a heads up when a new video is ready and waiting for you. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I'm truly grateful for my wonderful, loving and supporting viewers. So until next time, stay blessed and take really good care. And if you want to watch the rest of the video, no one is more happy than I, okay? Thank you so much, and bye-bye. So, welcome, pile number 3 with the Gilded Tarot and this bullseye. Beautiful stone. You can see it's almost like a eye here. Maybe I will turn it. You can see it's beautiful. Okay, I will start with 2 of your oracle cards, and it's from the guardian angel cards. Remain positive about the future of our planet, for all is a part of humanity's evolution. There is a divine order to all the chaos which you perceive in our world. Nothing will ever truly change until we learn to love and accept all as it is. Lovingly surrender your judgment and expectations, and your life will magically transform. And this is rainbow. You are a jewel, even though you may not see it. Even in the darkest times, you shine eternally bright. You are surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold waits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You are eternally blessed. So beautiful. And I wanted to choose 1 card of these heart cards, but it came 2 for every reading. So it's always magic like this happening when you do tarot. So this is the central issue topic in your love life. And we have the World card, which was the same when it came for pile number 2. So the World card shows you being on top of your game. You have been able to complete a bigger cycle of probably many ugly things, but you have learned so much from this. It's like a college, you're a college graduate, and you have gotten your diploma. You have been able to be successful in healing some old trauma or wound that you have been going through. This is a card of healing. It's a snake biting its own tail. It has no more venom. So the thing that triggered you before can't trigger you anymore. So that rhymed. I have some spirit with me that rhymes sometimes. Okay. And this is the past, and we have a 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. So it shows that your relationship hasn't been balanced. They haven't been equal. There have been pattern of over-functioning, doing a lot for a lot of people so that everything would work out great, so having control issues. Or being the other way around, being the black sheep, unable to do anything because everyone told you you were so bad and you weren't ever going to solve it. And sometimes we have both. We can overfunction in some situations, and in other we have the role of being the black sheep. So probably I've seen both of the worlds. But this is also very easy to become codependent in situations like this. If you are dealing with someone that you have decided is a black sheep, they can't fix anything. They are always screwing things up, destroying your relationship. You become codependent to that person, and you try to fix what they are not fixing, or try to fix what they are breaking, what have been broken. And this is making you codependent, and you're trying to go against God and everything, instead of just accepting what is. That if this person destroys our relationship, they probably don't love me in the way I need them to love me. And I'm thinking this is the kind of insight that you have gained here with the World card. So this is what needs to be mustered up in the future to elevate this situation. And we have a 9 of Wands. So it's an energy of you have been through a lot, like you have been through a lot, challenging situation that almost, killed you. So that was how hard it was, and it came again and again and again. But it kind of wanted to tire you out so that you wouldn't be able to do your old survival thingy, which was over-functioning or not functioning at all. So it wanted to create balance, because when you can't use your old survival methods of controlling the situation or screwing up the situation so other people will help you, when you can't do that anymore, it gets screwed up either or. Then you need to see what really is and deal with what really is. So it has made you very, very, very tired, and it will make you very tired, but it will also take you to where you need to go. Because when you are tired enough, when you can't fight windmills anymore, you will stop doing that and choose something that's a little bit more fun. Okay, and this is divine interference or destiny. And we have the 3 of Cups. So 3 of Cups is a card of like a lot of situations being given to you, a lot of different people being thrown into your world, a lot of love, a lot of fun and exhilarating situation. This is 21, 2 + 1, 3. So it's enjoying the female fertility of the world, like enjoying the abundance. It might sometimes be drinking a lot, having a lot of sexual encounters, but it can also be having a lot of friends, being on a real exciting life journey, having a lot of meeting new people, and always feeling like you're part of it all, and that you have really been able to find your place in the world. So we'll see. So the divine seems to send a lot of situation like that to you, and this is how the divine interfering in topic, this situation here, has affected you. And we have the Emperor in the reversed. So it seems like you're kind of being a little bit stubborn to this situation. You just want to enjoy kind of the surface of things and not have to deal with the imbalances of things. And that is why you still have this as a mission, that you're going to have to be challenged over and over and over again, because it's something that you stubbornly refuse to give up. It might be this, that you have really come to a higher conclusion, like you really know what you ought to do, but you're kind of avoiding it with maybe like being with a lot of different people, or just having very superficial relationship. We can have many friends, and we still have no one to really talk to, or to open up to, or to show our vulnerability to. So I'm thinking the divine is kind of showing here that you would want to make better friends with one or two of these people, like really making them, opening up to them, showing vulnerability, showing who you really are, so that they can be a real deep connection, like people that you can not encounter for 1 year or two, and when you come back, you're still the bestest of friends. Those kind of people, these kind of relationships, this everlasting kind of, not this that sometimes have an expiration date. When the party is over, there's no more friends, and they don't want you to call them until there's the next party. So we have a little inconsistency here. It's almost like something that you refuse to see. You have already made the lesson, you know what you're supposed to do, but since you're not folding, life will continue being a little bit challenging for you. So this is the combination between the past and this what your aim towards, this what life is bringing you. And we have the Fool in reversed. So you can really start anew. You can do things in a totally new thing, but you're in a new way, but you're refusing to. Maybe you're scared of letting go of something that seemingly worked, like you had a blast, you had a fun time, but it didn't give you something that was eternal or long-lasting or tranquil. It might be like an avoidance of committed love relationships. It might be running away from people and things that requires you to take more responsibility. It's an avoidance of it's like you're overprotecting yourself and refusing to throw yourself off the cliff and experiencing something new. So you stay in old situation which you are used to. This is how it's always have been, so this is where I will stay because this is how I know how this works. But it's not giving you what life wants to bring to you. So the Fool is 22, it's 0 really, but when you count numerology and you get the number 22, it's the Fool, and 2 + 2 is Emperor. So it's the Emperor refusing to change his empire. And this is your mission. So it's this what the world is bringing you, a lot of friends, and this is you being kind of put into the same situation, but maybe refusing to change. And here we have the 6 of Cups. So it's definitely this way that there needs to come more real love into your relationships. And it might be that you're scared to let people in. This is also connected to the Hermit and having very high boundaries. So it might be that you're keeping people deliberately on an arm's length distance, even though it might be that you have a soulmate hanging around here somewhere, a 6 of Cups and the World card. It's maybe waiting for you, or maybe are not waiting for you anymore. Maybe there's a pressure of time where you are since you're not doing the work that you're supposed to do, you're not able to move forward and to accelerate in this and to be able to heal the past and do this brave thing to throw yourself into something new that's also more valuable. It's more long-lasting. It's something that can help you also when you are older. When you're young, you can party like this and there's no tomorrow. Wherever I lay my hat is my home. But eventually life will bring you, will take away these kind of things. When you're not that good looking anymore, you're not the same party animal, you don't even have the strength or it's not fun to go on a party anymore. And all these shallow friends will be gone. And the only thing that will be left is you. Kind of this person that refused this deeper connection in life. Okay. And this is what other people bring. And it's the 8 of Wands. So it seems like they want to bring in solutions and, they have ideas how to solve this, how to move forward, and how to solve any kind of misunderstandings in the past, and to be able to move forward into greater intimacy, but also greater spiritual growth. So 8 of Wands is a very beautiful card. So energies coming in, presenting themselves to you. You're getting so many chances, and still it seems like you keep yourself trapped in an old pattern. Even though you get a million chances that you're just letting them pass through, you're not taking them, and maybe breaking a lot of hearts as you go. So this is outcome together with other people. And we have the King of Wands here. So I'm thinking this is actually you, and you need to look at your life and to see what do you really want out of it long term. This is about being a real king, a true king, being able to take responsibility, being able to move forward with things and building greater things instead of just bringing in new things, throwing them out, bringing in new, throwing them out, building on something, and or like really getting a result of some sort. This is Aries, this is Leo, this is Sagittarius. So it shows that you have a chance here to really get on board with something that would be amazing for you, something that would be really like giving you the life you would want tomorrow, like really building on something that could catapult you into a beautiful, amazing future. But for some reason you are shaken out a little bit. So I'm going to take down the curtains because there's contrast. So a little bit better. So this is your oracle cards. I create my future today. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. It reminds me of my daughter. She has a fun saying between her and her friends. She's going to college to become a teacher. And this is tomorrow's me's problem. So I would say this is tomorrow's Helen's problems. And for you, it might be the way that you have dealt with a lot of things, that this will be tomorrow's your problem. So, but this is actually saying to you, don't do that. Instead, I know when you go to school, you might be overwhelmed and there's too many tasks. So this is the only way to survive school, by deciding this is so much I can do today and enough is enough. So this is tomorrow's me's problems. But for you, it's the other way around. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. So take responsibility today for the things you want to happen tomorrow. So don't be the black sheep. Don't leave everything out to the next person to deal with, or for your future self to deal with. Deal with it now. Become responsible. Take charge of your life. Do things that's positive. And it might be that there's something in the past which you have shaken out on that you need to repair. You will get a second chance, but it might be that that window of chance is narrow. So move on, take charge, deal with things, show vulnerability. Okay. We are each responsible for the thoughts we think. And when you are in alignment with who you really are, you cannot help but uplift those with whom you come into contact with. Your value to those around you hinges upon only one thing, your personal alignment with Source. And the only thing you have to give to another is an example of that alignment, which other may observe, then desire, and then work to achieve. But you cannot give it to them. Everyone is responsible for their thoughts, they think, and the things that they choose as their objects of attention. It might be that you're avoiding responsibility because you're really taking too much responsibility. So you're becoming like these overtired school kids in college that needs to postpone things to tomorrow because internally you take too much responsibility. When you think about things, you think, I need to do that. I need to be like so. You can see everything. It's like you can see all the things unfolding, all the different futures, and you get so tired by it, by having this kind of creator control, that you just say, screw it. I will just be happy today and I won't care about tomorrow. But you need to come full lap with this. Your trauma might be you being able to create beautiful things, and you know the outcome, and you know all the different scenarios and what way they will go and how they will end up. Forget about how things will end up. Do beautiful things today and kind of cut the cord with what will happen to tomorrow. You will be able to do beautiful future things that the future will thank you for if you're able to let go of control. You don't know exactly what's going to happen. Even if you're smart as a whip, there's going to be things that you have perceived that's not going to be like that at all. So I'm thinking you are kind of being cruel to be kind. You're trying to You're trying to spare people from the ugly future that will await if you commit to each other and work on a common future. You can see down the road, oh, well, we'll be divorced. It will take 10 years, but then we'll be divorced. They will move there and I'll move here. And they will be so bitter that they will do this to my house. I don't know, whatever. Let that go. Just, don't live always just today and, burn your ships for tomorrow. Build for tomorrow, but don't think 10 years ahead. Try to just think this day and next week, and follow your dreams. Allow your dreams. It's like you're killing your dreams and you're not letting them be there because you're acting too logical and you're seeing that everything will go to hell anyway. Well, try to enjoy the trip, but not by just being, burning your ships today and burning your body and burning through your friends. Try to build on like a more beautiful fairy tale, okay? Even if it's a fairy tale for just a while, it will be a fairy tale while it's lasting. It will be worth it. And another argument is also that you will regret yourself tomorrow if you don't build on things today. So if nothing else, what I said helped. Maybe that will help because you are the one planning for tomorrow, okay? And if you do this shit, what you're doing now, it's not going to be happy. It's going to be empty, shallow, hollow, and alone. And that's not what the divine wants for you. That's not what your soul wants for you. It's just that you are very capable on seeing where things will go to hell so that you don't dare to invest, okay? So, my dear ones, thank you for watching and I hope it was helpful. If you like my content and want to see more videos like this on how to heal yourself and make yourself ready for that true romantic partner of yours, or if you just want to work on your spiritual growth, remember to subscribe and hit that bell notification to get a heads up when a new video is ready and waiting for you. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me, and I'm truly grateful for my wonderful, loving and supporting viewers. So until next time, take really good care and bye-bye. So welcome to pile number 4, and it's with this beautiful, I think it's carnelian stone. And these are your oracle cards. I will read the first 2. And we have prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me dissolve past guilt or regret. Help me to see that all is always in perfect and divine order. Help me let go. Help me to let go of the fear that I project on my future. Help me to live fully within each precious moment and feel your eternal love within and around me. Help me to realize and fulfill my true potential. Thank you. Love. Negative thoughts and feelings are sabotaging your pursuit of happiness. We, your angels, are here to help you heal. Allow our healing light to flow through your heart. Consciously infuse each negative thought or feeling with love and light. Feel both your heart and mind aligning to your soul's sacred purpose and unleash your divine potential through the power of love. So surrender to love and instead of control. Okay, so this is the central issue in your love life, and we have the Hierophant in the reversed. So it seems like you have a great teaching. It's not something that you know, but you refuse knowing it. It's almost like admitting to someone that they were right. For example, you might have rebelled against your parents' way of doing things, and you didn't want to marry, or you didn't want to go down that work path or whatever it was, and then you realize that this is what you needed to do, and you have kind of missed out, and now you don't want to admit to it. So the Hierophant in the reverse, it means that you have a lot of wisdom. You have gained a lot of wisdom with the choices that you made. You have come thus far, but sometimes maybe ego is preventing you from doing what is best for yourself, and just to prove a point to someone else, being a little bit stubborn or headstrong, or just deciding that you don't want them to be right, okay? And so you're self-sabotaging a little bit. This is your past, and we have eon, so it's judgment. So again, it comes through that you are being this very intelligent person with a lot of know-how. You're probably a very developed spirit, and I focus on the eye here, so all-seeing eye. So I think you have seen a lot. You have been able to penetrate to a lot of different situations and be able to see the outcome for them. So therefore you have kind of felt a resistance towards how people live their life today, and you have felt almost like they were small little ants doing a lot of stupid things that you didn't want to engage in. So that's what I'm feeling there. And this is the work. So the work that needs to be mustered up in the future to elevate this situation. And we have the Queen of Swords, Mother of Swords in the South. So again, it's this with your judgment skills, that you're very judgmental towards people, or able to see right through them and see what they are made of, and they're always coming out short. So it's like you can't believe in anything or anyone, but this just shows a disbelief towards yourself. We know other to ourselves, so if we always see the worst in people, it's usually because we see the worst in ourselves. So you need to start to forgive yourself. You need to start to love yourself. You need to start to decide that whatever you have done, it's fine. And what other people think, it doesn't matter. What you think matters. And that you need to kind of sweep clean in that head of yours, and see every time you're saying something mean towards yourself, degrading yourself, or because sometimes it can make us have a very inflated ego when we don't support ourselves in the foundation. We will kind of elevate ourselves like this and think that we are better than other people when we are really not. We're not better, we are not worse. But what's failing here is self-love. Okay, so this is what the divine is and destiny is throwing your way. And we have the Lovers in reversed. So it might be that you are deeply in love with someone, but you're not able to admit it, or not able to step in their direction. You don't want to even open a door to something that would be beautiful, because maybe you don't deserve that beauty. Maybe you don't feel like you don't deserve to be loved. And we have the Hierophant here is number 5. This is the Lovers is number 6. So it's like you don't want to be around people. Maybe you feel like they will cause a lot of problems, or maybe you feel like you will cause a lot of problems. So maybe you're trying to keep a distance from people so they won't see the ugly truth about who you are. I think something has happened to you in the past. I think you are a very competent soul, and you have lived a lot of lifetimes, but you might have been really damaged in one of them, or more than one of them, and almost abandoning yourself, almost abandoning your soul. And now you're abandoning the people that loves you, and you're abandoning your true road ahead. Okay. And this is the combination between what life throws at you and the situation itself. So kind of look what you made me do. So now we have the Star card here. So it might be that you are a little bit self-destructive. So someone will come and save you. You want to be saved. So you might be repelling people in your surrounding, telling them that they are not good enough, that you are better than them, they shouldn't come near to you. And you want them to break through that barrier and say to you, I don't care about the lies you're telling to yourself. I love you. I want to be with you. I want to heal you. It's almost like you need a parent, like you have been this nasty little boy or girl doing the wrong thing, and you want your parents to forgive you. You're already forgiven. No one is angry with you, and if they are, it doesn't matter. You need to love yourself and be there for yourself. You need to save yourself like this. Do what's happy. Reach after the happy things. Reach after those relationships with people that has shown loyalty towards you. Don't shunt these people out. Open up to them, open up to this spiritual connection that's obviously there between you and another one, but it might be that you or the other person have refused to move on with the relationship due to thinking that it will go to hell anyway. So this is a past combination between past and this kind of your attitude to things here. And we have the 10 of Cups in the reversed. So I think you have a soulmate here, someone that you truly love, but I think that you have shunted them out of your life, and you want them to reconnect, but if they would reconnect, you would still shunt them out. So how are you expecting them to be able to come close to you and know that you love them if you don't show it, okay? If you don't show it, if you just show hatred, keep your hands off, keep your business off, don't call me, don't email, how are they going to know that you want them to come and save you? I think you need to maybe call them up and say, hey, could we go for a coffee or drink or eat somewhere, maybe go to a coffee shop and just speak about what has been, like water underneath the bridge, because this is clearly like a elevated, evolved relationship. We have the Hierophant, the lovers, the 10 of Cups. So it's almost like you have been a married couple, or there has been a long relationship that has been abandoned because of ego, basically. Ego has prevented this. Either we didn't admit to that we were wrong, or we refused to forgive, or we had so high standards that no one could live up to them. Can be a lot of different things. So this is combination about divine interference and your work. So it's usually your mission. And we have Son of Cups in the north. So it's about learning about being a lover. Percival, he went through a lot of difficulties for the Holy Grail, and you have already had the Holy Grail, but you have kind of shunted it away, is what I'm feeling. And now you need to go after that Holy Grail. You need to show yourself worthy of love by engaging in love and showing love. Love won't come if you are being self-destructive and hateful and think that if I hate myself enough and show everyone that my thorns, they will see that I'm hurting and they will come and save me. No, you need to save yourself by being that loving person that you want other people to be. Do the action that you want other people to do. Be the change that you want to see in the world. Okay, and this is what other people bring. And we have perfection, 4 of Wands. So it seems like other people wants to bring you into a stable love situation. 4 of Wands is very two-way street where two people are engaging equally and building something that's really not there. It's something you build on, but it's a resource you can't see. You can't see loyalty. You can't see honesty, but you can feel it. Okay, you can feel when someone has your back, when it's you two against the world. When you build something together, and it might be that this is the most dangerous thing for you in the world, to be in this position where you have built something together with someone else, because what if they fail you, or what if you fail them? Well, that just means that you hit a road bump, and that's where your wound is, and here is where the work needs to be put in. It's not the disaster, it's not the end of the world. And I think you feel that you are more fragile than you actually are. So you're trying to protect yourself from everything. But I think you're more resilient. You just need to prove it to yourself by putting yourself in precarious, scary situation and deal with whatever problem comes along. That will make you grow outside your comfort zone and be able to be a more loving, guiding person towards others and be stable towards them. You have someone here that truly loves you and are truly stable in their love for you, and they want you to join them here in commitment, in building something for the future, something that's tangible, where you can really feel like you are all one. But you're fearing this for some reason. So this is outcome together with other people. And we have the 6 of Stones in the reverse, so it's 6 of Pentacles. So it shows that you or the other person, one is over-functioning, kind of doing everything for the other person. And maybe it's the other person in this equation, and you are being kind of the black sheep, the one that's self-destructive, does things backwards, because you want this other person to come and save you. You want them to overfunction. Basically, you want a mother or a father. You're not looking for a relationship with an equal partner. You want a savior. But here, this card is about don't give them fish, teach them how to fish. So this person, if I could advise them, I would tell them, don't try to help this person out. This person needs to, they need to shunt everyone away, so they will end up totally lonely, so that they will realize that no one will save them but themselves. And then they might take themselves, they might dig themselves out of the hole that they're creating, and they might come back to you. And I'm so happy to be able to advise you about this if you're not the one listening to what your partner is up to, because that can happen if this is in reverse for you. So it can be what's going on in the other person's head. And what's going on in their head is that they want to be saved and they want a parent in the relationship. But no one can be a parent to you. You need to become a parent to yourself. And you need to heal this unbalance by taking down your guard, letting people in, taking responsibility, trying to fix things instead of breaking things. Sometimes if we have been only seen by our parents when we did something nasty, when we did something, we painted on the bathroom wall with a marker that can't be erased, eternal marker, and then you get the attention. But in another case, they were just up in their own affairs, but they were angry with you and they were shouting at you and telling you, oh, you're such a stupid kid. Why did you do that? We just remade the bathroom. How can you? You're such a bad person. And that was the only time when these people gave attention to you. I'm extreme, of course, in my story. It just takes one of these times for a kid to learn, oh, my mother is fully preoccupied with her phone, but when I'm doing something, a big crash or a big bang, then she noticed me. So, and then they start to do this to be noticed. And this is what you are doing here. You're trying to be noticed by doing destructive stuff. And it's self-destructive, and it's destructive towards the people that don't even deserve it, because these people, they love you and they want to be there for you, and you could be there for them as well. You can be a grown-up as well, and you can meet on equal lengths. 6 of coins in the upright position to actually be in balance, a give and take. So that is what you need to work for, becoming more giving and giving to the other people, and seeing that there's equal give and take between you, that they give, you give. It doesn't have to be, exact same juice in the both glasses. That's siblings doing like that, warring siblings. You want to be two adults, so treat your person as your best friend. And if that doesn't work, treat them as a colleague or like a client. Usually we're nicer, more diplomatic towards clients than what we are to our spouses or partners or friends. So try to fake it until you make it, and break through these barriers of your own love. I think you love a lot. It's just that you feel too small and too fragile for this world. And also you don't feel like people will love you if you show them your true self. You think that they can only love you if you do destructive things, that they will clean up after you. Okay. So love. Love speaks to me all through the day. When you don't know what to do, focus on love. Love is an infinitive intelligence that will always help you if you let it. But then you need to trust love, and love is in your heart. And love can be there. You can love another person. They doesn't have to love you. You can still love them. Okay? Because ego is the only thing getting away between this. Humiliation is a great way to cure ego. If you get humiliated on a daily basis by you loving people that don't love you back, your ego will become smaller and smaller and smaller. But you can also choose this road, what you have chosen, to kind of have an inflated ego, like your judgment is the only judgment that rules, and in the same time kind of self-loathing. But it's better to do it the other way, to let the soul take more place, so becoming more brave, more honest, like honesty. I love you. You don't have to love me back, but I love you and I will love you forever and ever. So if that's the truth, that's the thing you say. And then you step more and more into your soul. And the ego doesn't need that its role anymore because it's outdated. It comes a better protection, like your eternal love for the world and yourself and everyone in it. And that will heal this little problem of yours, this split that you have between your two personalities, the self-hatred and the self-elevation, like sitting on your high horse a little bit here. Okay, appreciation and gratitude are different vibrational states. When you feel gratitude, often you are looking at a difficulty that you have overcome, but there's still some of that struggle vibration present. The state of appreciation is seeing whatever you are looking at through the eyes of Source. You could walk down a crowded street with all kinds of things that a lot of other people would find reason to criticize or worry about, and you would not have access to them because your vibration of appreciation is picking out for you things of a different vibrational nature. So when you focus on looking at what people, how they are failing, how you are failing, how the world is failing, that's what you're going to see more of. But if you're starting to look at how people are succeeding, how the world is succeeding, what beautiful things is happening, how beautiful you are, that you always try your best. Well, I can't say that always, but initially you have the intention to always do your best. It's just that this pattern kind of gets in the way. And the pattern isn't you. It's just the survival skill that has come to make you focus on the problems and the lacks and get as much out of a very poor situation as possible. But it's not poverty in this situation. The only one creating poverty here is you. There is really abundance. And if you focus on abundance and what is great instead of what's not so great and what's not abundant, you're going to have more of the beautiful thing and less of the not so beautiful thing. So step into your soul, become brave, honest, communicative, sacrifice yourself on the altar of humiliation, start to see the best in things and people, and life will become great. Okay, so my dear ones, I'm sorry if I was harsh, but I just need to read the cards and this is what they said. So there will probably come a song for you. I'm already hearing it. It's Imagine Dragons with Natural. So I'll put it in the description box and in the comment section next to the timestamp. There will be a link, timestamp and then link, and you will have your song there. And it was like a mini reading for you, what to work on or what to deal with or how the other person feels or whatever it can be. I'm not dictating. It's what it is. It just comes and it's usually fitting. And if you like my content and want to see more videos like this on how to heal yourself and make yourself ready for that true romantic partner of yours, or if you just want to work on your spiritual growth, remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification to get the heads up when a new video is ready and waiting for you. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I'm truly grateful for my wonderful, loving, and supporting viewers. And until next time, stay blessed and take really, really good care. Bye-bye.